Hi, I'm John. I'm a truck driver and a traveling evangelist, and I listen to Bott Radio all across the country. Some of my favorite pastors are Alistair Begg, Ravi Zacharias for the apologetics, Mike Favarez. I like most of them on there, so I can listen to it all the time. I just move from one station on the dial to the next, and Bott Radio is pretty much available all across the country. So as a truck driver, you need to be spiritually fed, and Bott Radio does that.
Hi, I'm Jeremy from Kansas City, and I've been listening to Bott Radio Network probably about 17 years. I used to listen at work at Kansas City Live, and you get some really good teaching. I love Charles Stanley. Now listen. I love how he'd always used to say, now listen. Because believe me, I was listening. Jeremiah, Jeremiah David, yeah. I've been to a few conferences. I remember he came to town like a few years ago. But yeah, it's good teaching, good solid stuff. Really helps keep you grounded and everything. So yeah, I do like to listen to Bott Radio Network.
And I've traveled all over the world listening to Bott Radio with the app on my phone. To listen to Bott Radio, it just makes me feel wonderful. It gives me a lot of information, and as being a Christian for only about 3 years, it's given me so much information to go on. I've listened online with the app and also on the radio. I've listened from St. Louis to here in Missouri and also in Turkey. I listen in Turkey with the app.
Tell me what your name is and what you think about Bott Radio.
Oh, my name's Scott Humphrey, and I live in Warrensburg, Missouri. But for a long time, I commuted to downtown Kansas City. So that's an hour and a half in the morning, hour and a half at night. So I would leave downtown Kansas City at 5, and right at 5, I would turn on Hank Hanegraaff, the Bible Answer Man. And I've been listening to Hank for 12 years, maybe 10 years. And I really appreciate that show because it's taught me so much about the Bible and about the tools that you can use to interpret the Bible and to help teach other people about things I learned in the Bible. And then when I was single living in Kansas City before I moved to Warrensburg, I'd take an hour walk every night and I'd put on my Walkman. That kind of dates me. And I'd always listen to Bott Radio, and this was 20 years ago, so I can't think about exactly who would have been on Bott Radio 20 years ago, but even now when I drive the truck around town at night, 8 or 9 o'clock doing chores, that's the only station I have on. I'll turn on and hear Ravi Zacharias, and I can't even think of the other names, but it just I'll get to feeling down or something, and all I gotta do is listen for about 2 minutes of that. And they'll say something that usually is very right on point with what I'm thinking about or having trouble with, and I get such a good feeling. The great thing about when I listen to Bott Radio is I know ahead of time that it's very, very high quality programming, whether it's the station I listen to out of Kansas City or if I travel around and change to a different station. If they say Bott Radio, I don't have to sit there and wonder, are these some charlatans or non-biblical? So that's a great benefit for me.
The news, and I keep up on politics, which I don't like. I get all my information from Bott.
I've been listening for many years.
Yeah, me too. When I got a recent job here at Lee Summit, it's been 2 years now. I've been always on Bott Radio in the morning as I drive. So I actually listen to a lot of J. Vernon McGee, and I like his preaching. So that's great that Bott has got him in there.
I like Chip Ingram. I like Charles Stanley. David Jeremiah in the morning. So yeah,
he's really early.
J. Vernon McGee. The Knob Noster, and I forget the number.
Mine's 90. It's 92.5. Yeah. Sometimes 92.3 or 88.9. Because somehow I try to get the signal line and get out of Knob Noster. As I'm going towards Lee Summit, it goes from 92.5 to 92.3. Then sometimes I have to go to 88.9.
Well, great. Did you know there's even another one that has a completely different show on at the same time? And that's 760 AM or 101.5 FM.
Okay.
Then that one will have a different show than you're listening to. So
Okay.
perhaps one of your other favorite shows might be on that one. So you could check it out. We've got stations that cover all over Missouri and Kansas. 103 stations, plus in Oklahoma, Tennessee, Arkansas. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.